guys, it's Karissa. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a TMI Tuesday video, and it's been forever since I filmed one, so I'm pretty stoked to get back into it. For those of you new to my channel, TMI stands for Too Much Information, and it is where you ask me questions about me, about the universe, about whatever you want, and I will hopefully answer yours in the next TMI Tuesday. So leave me a question for the next TMI Tuesday in the comments down below. Let's jump into today's, shall we? First question is from Haley Motram, and you were asking me, am I still bringing my cat Obi over from Canada to Australia? For those of you who've watched me for ages, I have a cat. His name is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I love him so much. He lives with my parents in Canada, and we decided to have him stay at my parents rather than to bring him over to Australia when I moved over here, because it's just a really big move for a pet, and I wasn't sure if this is going to be permanent or what the deal was. So we decided to leave Obi at my parents' house, and I think he will continue to stay there just because he's so at home. He loves living there, and he's really happy, so I don't really want to disturb that, especially since I don't really plan on living in Australia my whole life, and that's just, I don't know, I think it's really cruel to take an animal back and forth and back and forth. Traveling with an animal is hard, and traveling 15 plus hours with an animal is like borderline impossible and very expensive, so I just think it's kind of unnecessary if he's already happy. So yeah, he'll be staying with my parents. Next question is from, I think your username is Lena Pez Soccer 122. You're asking, do I know of / like the band Yellowcard? I fucking love Yellowcard. I've seen them twice live, and their new album is unreal. If you haven't already listened to it, it is probably their best album yet. Go listen to it, drop what you're doing, listen to it. The intro of the first song is just like orgasm. I love Yellowcard, good stuff. Rachel Chipkar, hope that's how you pronounce it. You're saying, can you go into more details about your time living in Vancouver? So I lived in Vancouver for about 2.5 years when I was 18 through 20, and I loved it. Vancouver to me is that city that just feels magical, and I cannot wait to eventually live back in Vancouver because it's just where I need to be. I used to live in the kind of English Bay area. I lived right off of Davie Street in a set of buildings that was kind of near an elementary school, and I loved it. It is the gay community predominantly in that area and families, so it was really fun and really safe and really relaxed and kind of chilled out, laid back feeling. I love living next to the beach. Sorry, I keep like brushing hair away. My fan is like pushing my hair into my face. I used to live like right next to the beach, so I'd always go over to the beach. When I was working at Milestones, I lived like 2 minutes away from where I worked, so it was perfect. And I don't know, I just loved Vancouver. There's so much to do. There's so much to explore. There is the all the markets and all the outdoor things that you can do and all of the shopping that you can do. I just feel like it's a city that is so well-rounded with so many things, and many cities lack being well-rounded, so that's why I personally love Vancouver. But yeah, I would love to live there again one day. I really can't wait. Iris Tikkanen, sorry I butchered your name. You're saying, have you ever been to Finland and did I like it? Yes, I have. I was in Finland when I was 17, and I traveled like everywhere in Finland. We stayed in Tampere, is that how you pronounce it? We stayed there for like quite a few days, and we also went across to Estonia, which is pretty cool. So I did that with my grandma when I was 17, and yeah, Finland's great. I just don't really remember like a whole hell of a lot from the trip because I was pretty young. Scrolling down in the comments, and the next question comes from Lisi Reberg. You're asking a what if question, and you're saying, what if I moved to Australia and I found out that it wasn't going to work out with Glenn? Would I have moved back right away or just stayed, or what would I have done? If you're new to my channel, I'm Canadian, but I live in Australia, and I have for almost 4 years now, and my boyfriend's Australian, so that's why I moved over. Had Glenn and I broken up, if I moved over and like we broke up, I probably would have gone back home, but I don't know, I feel like I would have stayed and traveled at least for a little bit here. I mean, you're already all the way over in Australia, but I don't know, if we broke up right away, that's probably what would have happened. If we broke up like a couple years into it, I would probably definitely go home right away. I mean, there's really no point staying if I've already experienced the area. But yeah, I don't ever see that happening. I guess it was one of those things where it's like, if you don't take a risk like that, you're never going to know either way, and I didn't want to live the rest of my life thinking, okay, well, this could have been the best thing that could have ever happened to me, and I was too chicken shit to do anything about it. You know, I just don't really want to live my life like that. And I felt like, well, all or nothing. It's an experience. You don't lose either way. You either have a fantastic relationship with someone and that flourishes and you have that, or you break up and you've still had an amazing experience of living somewhere else in the world. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was never really something that I was worried about, but it was always in the back of my mind of like, okay, well, what the fuck would I do? Olivia Clancy was asking in my last TMI Tuesday, was I wearing a Bruce Hart t-shirt? And yes, I was. Bruce Hart is a company that is owned by two girls that I met through Instagram, Riley and Elle, and they are amazing and fantastic. They are vegan and super like into animals and helping animals, and their brand does a lot of different charity stuff with animals. So if you are vegan and or into helping animals, check out Bruce Hart. I'll leave the link down below for you. But yeah, they're lovely girls and I really support what they're doing. Rebecca McNeil asks, how did I meet new people in a new place? Going to Australia must have been a bit overwhelming not knowing many people. Absolutely. I only knew Glenn when I moved here, so I didn't have any friends before I moved here. Yeah, basically everyone that I know I either met through Glenn or I met through work, so like doing YouTube stuff, or when I worked for Estee Lauder I met a couple people doing that, and now a lot of my friends are like friends of that initial group, if you know what I mean. But I'm not really a great person to give advice, I guess, on meeting people, for the sake of like, I started a YouTube channel so that I didn't have to go out in public and meet people. So I don't know, I'm not introverted, but I'm socially to myself, if that makes sense. I'm personal and I don't have a big group of friends, and I never have. I have a very select, close group of friends that I see whenever I can, but it's not something like I have a best friend or 50 best friends that I see every afternoon and we go get coffee. Like, it's just not the kind of person I am. So yeah, that's kind of how I met people, is just friends of friends. But it does get lonely sometimes. I mean, it's not very easy meeting people as an adult, especially if you don't have a job that puts you in that position. Like with me, I mean, I'm alone in a room like the majority of my day, so it's not like you're going out and meeting people and doing things. So I think for the average person, just having a job and having that, you know, expansion into society would really, really help. But I've found that definitely difficult the past couple of years living here. A lot of you are asking if I was a vegetarian based on ethical reasons. I have spoken about this in a TMI Tuesday previously, but I guess I'll touch bases again. I touched bases on it again. English, Karissa. Yes and no. I like animals, they're really great, but I went vegetarian because it made me feel better, and it just made sense for my body and what I was doing, and it was a huge bonus that it didn't harm animals. I still do occasionally buy leather shoes or purses, and I think that it's to your each your own type thing. I mean, if you feel that that's wrong, then don't do that, and if you feel that that's right, then by all means. But I do think that cutting meat out of my diet is definitely something that I am very happy about, and something that I would encourage other people to look into, for the sake of, it's just not that great for you. But yeah, I don't know, that's kind of my reason. Taylor Hope G, that's cool. You worked at the same milestones that I used to work at. And Carly says hi. I would assume that was Carly because that is her initials, but hi. That is so cool. What a small world. Anastasia Viningland? I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. That is really, really unique. Cool last name. You're asking how many milligrams, dear God, milliliters. How many milligrams did I fill my lips with? For those of you who didn't know, I have been getting my lips done for like 8 months now, maybe. And I love doing it. I get it done at Dr. Dona in Sydney. The nurse's name is Carly, and she is like thebomb.com. There is just no words for the genius of Carly. But right before Christmas, I got a little bit of lip plumper, and I really don't know how much she used. I do actually have footage of her doing it and us talking about like what I got done. I got a little bit of filler in my lips, and I wanted to try, everyone had been talking about, what is it called, like cheek filler, like not cheek implants obviously, but like filler that would go in your cheeks. It's a little bit harder substance than the filler that goes in your lips, so I thought I'd be a guinea pig and give it a go. And yeah, so I got a bit more cheekbone action happening, and I do have a video of all of that, like I said, so I will edit that up and do like a talking portion explaining what was happening, and I will email Carly and ask what she ended up putting in my lips. So yeah, I will find that out for you. Nicole Lycopoulos is asking most embarrassing moment, and I can't tell you. Like, I would like to tell you, I can't tell you. It is one of those things that, like, I know that if I actually, like, fully put it out there to the universe, someone's gonna be like, oh, I was there, or I saw that, or I saw a girl do this. So I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you. Nikita Watt says, tell us about your party. For those of you who didn't know, my birthday was on the 15th of January, and I turned 24, and I had a tea party at my house. So I had a caterer come in and do some catering, and I decorated everything like a crazy backyard tea party and had flowers everywhere, and it was amazing. I had so much fun. It was just like a small group of my friends, and my parents are over from Canada, and yeah, I just had a really, really good time. We had some drinks and just enjoyed time outside in my backyard. So it was a lot of fun. I actually filmed a video on the makeup look that I wore, how I did my hair, and how I created quite a few of the decorations. So I thought that'd be a really cool video for you guys to check out. So let me know if you're excited to see that video, because it will probably be going up in the next week or so. I just have to edit it all together for you. Broken Ethan Stanley is asking, what do you think has been my greatest achievement? I think my greatest achievement has been never straying from who I am, and meaning that in the way that I live a very public life, and a lot of people in the public eye create this persona that they put out there, and they're clean eating, or gypsy soul, or I love the ocean, it cleanses me. And then they go home and they don't live their lives like that. And you guys have no idea because you don't know them personally. And to me, that just, like, it irks me. It pisses me off. If you're going to put yourself out there, be the person that you say you are and actually follow through with it. Don't be that person that talks the talk and doesn't walk the walk. And I really feel that that is something that's always been very important to me, to reflect on my channel, on my social media, on everything, to be the exact same person in real life as I am on camera. So I would say that is probably my greatest achievement. Son of a beach, my camera stopped recording, and I didn't know, and I probably just gave 4 or 5 answers without it recording. Duh, that's so annoying. The last question that I answered was from, who is it from? Like CJ McQuiggan, something like that. You're asking what my favorite Australian hip-hop song was, and I probably only know one Australian hip-hop song, and it probably isn't even actually hip-hop, so oops. But that would be Hilltop Hood's Nosebleed Section. I used to listen to that in high school, and I could totally, like, keep up with the lyrics, which is pretty rad. I mean, I'm not a rapper, so I really prided myself in knowing all the words and had the flow, and I'm not cool like that. I will leave all the musical stuff up to Glenn. The next question is from Kelly Hughes. You're asking, have I ever had any recreational drugs? Yes, I have, and I am a full-fledged adult walking into that knowing exactly what I'm getting into, and I'm not condoning their use, I'm not recommending their use, I'm just saying what I have done already. Abby Lyons is asking how to get away from toxic people in your life. Cut them out. Don't talk to them, don't text them, don't go on social media of theirs, don't let them on your social media. Cut them out of your life as much as possible, because you don't have time for somebody dragging you down and making you feel shitty in whatever way it could be making you feel. If a relationship is toxic, you know it's toxic for you, that's all you need to know to get out of Dodge. Like, don't be around that. You have a hard enough time in regular life without toxic, crappy people weighing you down. So yeah, just cut all ties, get away from it. My last question is coming from Ashley Jeffrey, and you have asked, what is my opinion on second chances? You're going through a bunch of bullshit and you need advice, and it's actually his 3rd chance, and it's rough. I guess it really depends on what the what the situation is, and who the person is in your life, and what you've been through and your history, and what you yourself are comfortable with. I know for myself, I probably wouldn't be the type of person to do many second chances, if any second chances. I really feel like if someone genuinely wants to be with you, then they're going to do everything to be with you and to be a part of your life and to make you happy, or to at least attempt to make you happy. It really is up to you, and you are the only person that is going to make that change and is going to make that decision of what you want to do. But please know that you are so much better than whatever the hell is going on. It's just one of those things where, really, if it's his third chance, do you really, really want to be living your life giving someone chances? That's not what a relationship is. It isn't giving someone a chance every couple of years and then they fuck up and then you give them another chance. Like, it's just, to me, that's not a relationship. That's not what you should experience at all. And you deserve to experience someone loving you in every single way and lavishing that love on you. So I'd say probably don't waste your time on it. And I know that that's probably a hard thing to hear. And I know that that's not an easy thing to move forward with, but if you really do want to make a change or you want something to be different in your life, you got to be the person to do that. So good luck. I really, really do hope that you solve everything. That is it from me. Thank you so much for watching TMI Tuesday, and don't forget to leave me a new question for the next TMI Tuesday down below in the comments, and maybe I will pick yours for the next video. Here comes Lola to tell me to feed her some dinner because it is now time to eat. Please don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. The buttons are just down there. It would really, really help me out. I appreciate it so much when you like my videos or share my videos or subscribe or tell your friends to subscribe. It helps me out so much, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. So, thank you. I will talk to you guys in my next video. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and bye!